Hi everyone, my name is Stephanie, and today I will be sharing my reaction to Richard Borshay Lee's article, Eating Christmas in the Kalahari. This story really opened my eyes to how worldview shape the way we interpret the cultural meanings. I'm sorry that my face ain't in vision as I have camera issues, but I will be discussing this article. And today it is the summary of the main idea of this summary is how Lee attempted to give the Cons people an ox for Christmas. He expected gratitude, but instead they mocked the ox as too thin and unworthy. At first he felt insulted, but later he learned that their teasing was a cultural practice meant to discourage him of ignorance and maintaining the harmony within the group. That's how Lee assumed that it would be. And Lee assumed his cultural norms was a generous for the universal. It led him to be misread of their teasing and how they teased him with how he was trying to be more a gratitude person. And then they wanted to prevent that with the pride that he had or rid of the pride that they had. For this story, the challenging the idea of the Western values, it is demonstrated that the humanity and the level of pride are equally values. That's the cultural values. In American culture, we attempted to serve it in what is expected, like outsiders from the culture, where is where that we might see it as unnecessary or even insulting, or even in this time of world. But this show how the worldview shape us of our everyday practice. And sometimes the practice is a suspense, like a judgment, and like questions, asking questions, meaning like Lee experience showed him that listening and learning from local help avoid misinterpretations. And for example, if he had asked why they teased him, he would have understood sooner that it was about humanity, not rejection. I once experienced a misunderstanding when joking with a coworker from another culture. What I intended as a light humor was taken as disrespect. This is similar to Lee's gift. Both show how differently worldview shape a perception and can lead to a unintended offensive. That's how my coworker, from another country, that it was a misunderstanding, but it wasn't meant to be disrespectful. And I really like to thank you all for listening to my article or my chosen. And sorry for the view of the picture of the camera. I'm having an issue with that, so I just did the audio. And in my conclusion, the lesson I gained is that worldview is deeply influenced how we interpret the meanings effective, like in cultures, communication. We have to be more curious and respect, one another by recognizing our own cultures and our own perspective. We can build stronger relationship across the culture. And I really thank you all for listening. And you all have a great great day. Thank you.